guys. Here we are. Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, shows brought to you by Hard Life Fightwear. Hard Life Fightwear offering a range of products, whether it be gi, no gi, MMA, they do have you covered. So, anybody looking to come out to some sweet with some sweet gear on, then hit up hardlifefightwear.co.uk, link across the bottom of the screen, and just enter the discount code STOOM15, and you will get a bit of a discount through there. So, we're going to be talking about two shows today. We're going to be talking about Young Subs 3 and Submission Series 14. And the reason for it is my guest is going to be on both shows that day. So he's going to go out there and put on a fantastic show across both shows. So obviously Young Subs 3 and Sub Series 14 is going to be at the Fed in Newcastle, Saturday, 22nd of March. Now, ticket availability, anybody looking for tickets, make sure you head over to either the Young Subs official or Submission Series official social media pages, and you will get all the ticket details through there. There's always pay-per-view on it as well, so pay-per-view links will get posted up over the next couple of weeks in the lead up to the show. So make sure you don't miss this. I mean, especially the Young Subs. I mean, these kids are superstars, man. They go out there and put themselves online and put on an amazing show. So we're definitely buzzing to see what the 22nd holds. So my next guest is going to be on the show that day. So Nathan Joe Thompson. So Alliance Newcastle. Let me give you a rundown of 2024 for Nathan. So Nathan had 130 matches last year, winning 91 of them. He had 41 submissions, at 37 events. Fastest submission was 12 seconds. Highest points was 34-0. He went 5-1 on sub only, and he's currently 2-0 at sub series as well. So sub series, I'm looking to go 4-0 on the 22nd of March. So yeah, I mean, this guy is legit. Do you know what I mean? So we're absolutely buzzing to see him come back on the 22nd and put on another show like only Nathan Joe Thompson can. So listen, Nate, absolute pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me. But it's always a pleasure seeing you out there. It's always brilliant seeing you out there doing your thing because you love this. I mean, you were born for this. This is what you were meant to do. We see the medals in the background. Obviously, some of the medals that are up there. That's not all of them. Obviously, there'll be other ones tucked away as well. But tell us about some of the medals in the background.
Some of them were all right, like, to be honest. I think doing the doubles at the Brits was a big thing for me last year. Like, I was wanting to do that since I won it in May. Like, I didn't even expect I'd win the game in May, and I won the game. I was like, I've got to do both now, don't I? And I think I won the no game in about 40 seconds, under 40 seconds of my time or something like that. Over all my matches, like it went really well. So them two mean a lot. Same for the All Stars belt as well. I got absolutely robbed the first time I tried, and the second time I went back and smashed like I think it was five matches to the belt in the adults division and just whopped everyone. Like, so
yeah,
a few of them have got kind of good minutes. Like, as I say, it's not all of them, but yeah, a few of them have got pretty good minutes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we see the two sub series medals up there as well. Do you know what I mean? Up there, definitely representing. So
yeah, speaking of that, to be fair, beating Billy on the first one was massive because I went like I think I went all the way down. I don't know if it was Barnsley or something. I went all the way to Barnsley and I got absolutely whopped off like everyone back in like May or something. Got really whopped up everyone, and I think Billy beat us 2-0. But he literally just took us down and stalled us for 2 minutes. Was like stalled us for 5 minutes, was boring us out, and then to come back in just basically did the exact same to him on a bigger show was good. Like, it felt good to do that. So that one was massive for me as well. Like,
yeah, and Newcastle as well. I mean, Newcastle, obviously hometown boy. Do you know what I mean? Coming out there in front of your people and all that. Do you know what I mean? It's always a great feeling. That's always a great feeling.
Oh yeah, it's class. Like, seeing like the point. Like, I've been watching shows and like setting shows with the point for years. You know what I mean? And then like compete there yourself in front of loads of people on, especially one of the biggest grappling shows that's probably in England at the minute. It's class. Like.
Yeah, it's definitely great. And as I said, currently 2-0. So you're taking two matches on the 22nd. Obviously, you got one at Young Subs. And the Young Subs one, I think, is under 82 at the Young Subs. And then obviously the sub series later on in the night. That's going to be under 75. So talk about the weight differences. And I know you yourself, you don't really worry about weight differences. But tell us about, obviously, the two weight differences for you then.
It's a big difference, you know what I mean? Like, people don't really. I think people, especially because you get people in absolute divisions, you get small people winning absolute divisions. I don't think sometimes people really take into account how big the weight factor is, but it is a big thing, you know what I mean? But I've got a history with Finley. You know what I mean? I've fought him a few times. He's never beat us. I've rolled with Luke before. They've been into my gym before, and like I'm not worried. Like the weight difference is there, but if you had to class us, if you put us next to each other, you wouldn't think there was a weight difference there. You know what I mean? It doesn't concern us at all. Like I know my skill set. I know how good I am. Like my competition history in the past year speaks for itself. I
Yeah,
respect them loads. They're both really good kids. We're friends as well. You know what I mean? They're both sound, but I know my skill set, and it's 4-0 for me. Like absolutely, no doubt
yeah.
about it.
That's the thing. Friendship gets tucked away. Do you know what I mean? During that matchup, do you know what I mean? You can be friends before it, friends after it, but that whatever amount of time you're on the mat together, do you know what I mean? You're both trying to smash each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do. So obviously the friendship goes out the window during that match for sure. Sub series as well. I mean, tell us about sub series because obviously you've been on a couple of times before. Amazing show. I mean, the walkout, the do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Stepping onto the mat and stuff like that. So tell us about the feeling for you.
I don't think there's any better feeling to be honest. Hence why this is what I do every single weekend. You know what I mean? Like ever since me, I realized how much I enjoyed jiu-jitsu because obviously I was like a purely MMA lad before. I realized how much I enjoyed jiu-jitsu, and I just made this every single weekend of my life for the past year. And you know what? It's been absolutely worth it. Like because the opportunities and stuff it's brought us has been ridiculous. And I don't think I ever imagined myself getting this far by the end of the year. But if I had to look and see it coming ages away, I probably could have seen it coming. If I'm honest, but like
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? It's amazing. This is like I spend every single day of my life doing this. My whole life's dedicated to this sport, and I couldn't think of anything better to do. To be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Just got a comment coming in. Just Molly just saying, "Oh my God, I'm your biggest fan." So I'm presuming she's talking about you. She's definitely not talking about me, Nate. All right. So Molly, your biggest fan. All right. So yeah, you're going to go. Hopefully, going to go 4-0. Obviously on Saturday 22nd. Can't be far away from a title shot. From obviously going for one of them titles for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and again, obviously going for potentially going for the young subs title, possibly, and then going for the submission series title as well. Do you know what I mean? So nobody's done it yet. I know there's only been this will be the third young sub show. I know there's a few kids got big dreams that they want to do both championships, but I mean, you must be pretty close to both titles now.
I mean, I did not be honest. I mean, I think 80 kilos is the one I want to go for. Like, but the thing is, it's like who is at 80 kilo to fight? Like, pretty much everyone at 80 kilo, I've already fought on different shows, and there's not really many people who's actually beat us. I think last year I only got as a blue belt so far. I've only been submitted once, and that was by Sam Holiday on a tag team match. And I think last year I didn't get submitted for about 7 months. Like I lost a few odd matches on points every then and again, but I think at the 80 kilo mark, there's a lack of there's a lack of fighters. You know what I mean? Like I could go down to 75, but I don't enjoy the cut for it. I really didn't enjoy it. And if I went down to 75 or even down to 70 like I used to, it'd probably be like me versus Toby Collin, and me and Toby are like really good mates. So I wouldn't want to fight Toby for a title before now we're good pals. I wouldn't want to do that. But same like Alex Devine as well. Like I was meant to fight Alex and it never happened, but I'd like to fight Alex again. But would I realistically go all the way back down to 70? Go down to 70 kilo? Nah, because Alex was going to come up for me, so I don't think I'd go down to 70 kilos. So 80 kilos is definitely where it's at. Like, but
Yeah.
I don't know who'd be on the cards for it. Is the only thing. I don't know who I'd fight because I've pretty much fought everyone so far, and
Yeah.
no one's beat us. So I don't know who's there. I'll fight anyone for it, but I don't know who's there.
Toby's one of the guys as well. He's one of the guys that's um, obviously he's potentially going to be a double champ as well. So he's going to be a champion on young subs and a champion on submission series definitely in the future as well. So he's
Yeah,
one of the guys that's got his eye on both belts across both sub series and young subs. But as I say, you're pretty close. You're pretty close to it already. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you go into these submission only, you're only a couple of wins away from a title shot. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And there's a lot of, do you know what I mean? There is a lot of good matches out there for you. A lot of good matches across both young subs and sub series. So I'm excited to see, obviously, after the 22nd, obviously, come away with the two victories then. I'm very, very excited to see what, obviously, Dion and Cal do going forward with you and what they do for you. So it must be a great feeling to be where you are at the moment 2-0, going to go 4-0, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely, it's class. Like, yeah, but I've got no doubts about the 22nd. I know I'm going to win both of them. I've fought Finley before. I've fought them twice. I've beaten both times. They've both been in my gym. I've trained them both. And you know what? We're good friends, but I know the way like what I spend my life doing. My whole life's dedicated to this. You know what I mean? I compete every weekend, and as much as I respect the both of them, and I respect their coaches as well, like that they don't do what I do. You know what I mean? And there's nothing in the next 2 weeks that's going to change that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like I'm excited.
Mate, you guys are built different in the Northeast for sure. Do you know what I mean? So you're definitely built different. So that's why it's like it's very like Scotland. Do you know what I mean? Obviously the Northeast, very very similar to Scotland. Do you know what I mean? People underestimate grapplers from the northeast. Do you know what I mean? And just exactly the same as they do in Scotland. And we go out there on events and we prove everybody wrong every single time, and that's exactly what you do. Do you know what I mean? So nobody's underestimating you now for sure. Definitely not. So what about you then? Final thing. So obviously you've been in the game for a while. I mean, you've got amazing people around you, obviously at Alliance and Roker and stuff like that. But anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything you may have?
All my coaches, Chris Shaw from Alliance, Ross Lowry, Josh Abraham from Rope House, Jason Bailey, and Trevor Mitchell as well. Then obviously all my family, you know what I mean. My mum and dad really run us around the comps every weekend. You know what I mean. Like I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't have if people couldn't do that for us. You know what I mean. And yeah, all my sponsors as well. So I could sit for ages, like, but CrossFace, Jiu Jitsu, Apex Mouth Guards, Mo from Alliance, the absolute man, Recover Free in Newcastle, Caroline Riley, me sports therapist, IQ Nutrition, and Chloe and Liam Trust as well. Shout out to all of them, and obviously both my gyms, Alliance and Rover as well.
Yeah. Any local businesses as well looking to obviously hit up these kids for sponsorship. I mean, all you need to do is drop them a message. Obviously, with Nate, all you had to do is head over to Nate JT MMA on Instagram. It's very important for sponsors to come on board because you guys do help out with a lot of stuff, whether it be travel, accommodation, gym fees, and equipment, all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very important to come on board. Plus, these kids are out there doing their thing. I mean, especially young subs and sub series, it's on pay per view, so everybody's going to get to see your business and hear all about your business and so on. So yeah, anybody looking to hit up Nate for sponsorship, head over, drop my message on Instagram, and he'll obviously have a chat with you about it. So guys, young subs and sub series is going to be Saturday, 22nd of March, the Fed in Newcastle. Make sure you do get tickets either through the Young Subs official page on Instagram or the Sub Series official page on Instagram. And pay-per-view links will go up within the next couple of weeks. So if you're not going to be in attendance, make sure you do hit up that pay-per-view. I mean, the shows are awesome. I mean, as I say, there's not a better show around at the moment than Submission Series and Young Subs. And these kids will come and put on a performance. And I mean, we've seen some of the best matches I've seen have been on either Young Subs or Sub Series. Do you know what I mean? And Nate's been involved in a couple of them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're absolutely buzzing for Nate to step back on the mat on the 22nd. But Nate, that's an absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you very much for
You do. Thank you
yeah,
very much.
thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you.
Obviously, stay safe over the next couple of weeks. Don't do anything crazy, Nate. Don't do anything crazy over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, I'll see you. I'll be commentating as always, so I'll
Yeah.
obviously always have a lot of good things to say about you. But yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, brother.
Thank you very much, mate. See you soon.
Take it easy. Bye bye.
Yeah, mate. Drop.